Welcome. Step on up. I see you're rocking our open carry, but this is Just Talking. Can you imagine this? A state or maybe a region where when sports teams compete, the team with the better one-loss record gets to bring their own referees and umpires, just folks, bankers, shopkeepers, factory foremen, drawn from among their fans and friendly neighbors. And that one-loss record isn't just for this season. I mean, how would you get started? It's the record. It stretches back as far as anybody can remember or cares to. Now, you might worry that if these game officials aren't trained to be neutral, they might be in over their heads. But you see, this is where it actually gets easy. Everybody knows which one is the better team, and they certainly don't need any help to win. They always do. But two, everybody knows those folks on the other team can get to feeling pretty desperate at times. Sure, they're big and they're fast, they're just not as smart. And they tend to try to cheat. There are records aplenty about that too. You really got to watch them all the time and keep those penalties coming, or they'll just get out of control to the point where decent folk aren't safe near their sidelines. Now, mind you, they beat and cheat each other too out of that same desperation. I guess sometimes they think more about themselves than their team. Individualism. Where do they get off? Well, we keep some numbers about that too, but it's when they come for decent folk, that's where we draw the line. Now, every now and then, you get some free thinkers saying that our team might be even better if we had a player or two from the other team. Not just whichever, but maybe ones we think won't cheat, just a little more like us. I guess it's easy for that type to forget. There's a reason why that team has those players, and there's a reason why that's a losing team. Always has been. Historical fact, just the way it is. But what seems new is now you've got people questioning the whole theory of our rules and how they're enforced by our home team officials. Decent folk. It all just seems so critical. Like they mean to make us feel bad about tradition. And we don't choose our traditions, we inherit them. Turning our back on that inheritance is turning our back on our forefathers. It's imagining they could have been wrong. It's imagining that we could somehow know and understand more today about the world than decent folk did 100, 200, 400 years ago. It's imagining that we could just swallow hard and get to work to bring a vicious spiral to a stop. And just because it's right to do it. Can you imagine that? Well, guess I better get back to it. And thanks for just talking.